You may have come here to see or interact with giraffes, but you may never have experienced the journey of the movement of giraffes from one location to another. Now, Giraffe Center that protects an endangered species of giraffes known as Rothschild giraffe recently moved 2 giraffes from Nairobi to Baringo, a distance of about 230 kilometers. And as you can see in the images there, it was a spectacle to behold. Let me not preempt what you are going to see, but I would like to begin by giving you a backgrounder on what Giraffe Center does. Founded in 1979, the African Fund for Endangered Wildlife, or AFU Kenya, is a dedicated non-profit organization focused on preserving the majestic Rothschild's giraffe, one of the 3 subspecies of giraffes found in Kenya and a true treasure of East Africa's grasslands.
We have 9 subspecies of giraffes, and we have 3 of them in Kenya. And the 3 of them is what the common giraffe, or what you call the Maasai giraffe. And then you have the reticulated giraffe, which you find in the north. Then you have the Rothschild giraffe, which has now been renamed back to its original name, Baringo giraffe.
Rothschild's giraffe have light brown marks with black tints at the middle, simple light brown regular markings with thick network of white lines. The brown markings do not extend below the knees, hence they look as if they are wearing white stockings. Females have 3 horns, while males have got 5, and that is how they came to be known as Rothschild's giraffes, as Walter Rothschild was the first scientist to record down that males of this type have got 5 horns. The Maasai giraffe, on the other hand, are named after Maasai people who live in the same area. They have dark brown irregular patterns distributed all over their bodies. Reticulated giraffes are commonly known as Somali giraffes or Samburu giraffes. They are found north of the equator, distributed in Kenya, Ethiopia, and Somalia. They have regular chocolate brown markings with thin network of white lines that forms a definite pattern like a fishing net. The rewilding of Rothschild's giraffes is a vital initiative in AFU Kenya's conservation. The IUCN in 2016 declared the giraffe as a vulnerable species and Rothschild's giraffe as an endangered species. This gives AFU Kenya the impetus to pursue the conservation of the Rothschild's giraffe. Since 1979, this has been a collaborative effort between AFU Kenya and the Kenya Wildlife Service, working together to restore these majestic animals to their natural habitat and preserve biodiversity for future generations.
Some of these animals that we are not moving them to totally new locations. We are moving them to places where they used to be, but because of the destruction of the environment, they could not survive. So what KWS does is to give a kind of a rack of the things that must be able to do. One, the area must be secure. The community must be sensitized, that they know why it is being done, and they must be part of it, and there must be enough vegetation for the animals to be able to survive.
The endangered Rothschild's giraffe is bred at the Giraffe Center before the calves are released into the wild at 2 or 3 years old, when they are independent enough to survive. In January 2025, AFU Kenya, in collaboration with the Kenya Wildlife Service, identified Ruko Community Wildlife Conservancy in Baringo County as a suitable home for the Rothschild's giraffe rewilding program.
Ruko was our first choice because it has quite a huge service area of land with enough population, and the community members have shown their commitment to take care of the giraffes because giraffe is their flagship species. So just like the Giraffe Center, they are proud to associate with the giraffe, and it's like we bringing this giraffe back home.
On 22nd January 2025, it was Joknine and Tururu's time to move to their new home. Ruko Community Wildlife Conservancy, an 8-hour journey from Nairobi. Joknine, who is 2 years old, is male, while Tururu, who is 3 years old, is female. They were born and reared at Giraffe Center.
The Giraffe Center is committed to supporting the reintroduction of endangered or near-threatened wildlife species to ensure we are able to maintain a balanced ecosystem. The Ruko Conservancy, which is in Baringo County, was the original home of the Rothschild giraffe. Today they are here because we are breeding them to help improve or return to place a population that was decimated by human activity.
Once the giraffes attain the age of between 2 to 3 years, we have to translocate most of the young ones and put them back to the wild to integrate them to another natural population so that we can be able to build the population of the Rothschild giraffes within our country, Kenya.
We begin the exercise with a briefing from the Kenya Wildlife Service Capture Unit and the chairman of the board of AFU Kenya.
This giraffe is known to have been living along the equator. So being the giraffe that lived in the equator, we wanted to go back to their home.
In KWS we have the 3 leading, which lead us to the process of today. We have teamwork, we have safety and discipline. So because of time, tuendelee tuanze kazi.
Then the loading of the giraffes to the translocation truck. Again, this is done with care, not to agitate the animals. The departure of Joknine and Tururu from the Giraffe Center in Nairobi leaves the staff of this sanctuary with an emotional moment to reckon with.
Have you seen mothers sometimes crying when their daughter is getting married? You want them to go, but at the same time you don't want them to go. That is the kind of feeling we have with the animals that we breed here.
As much as we are very happy to be adding to the numbers in the wild, a part of us has left. But all is not lost because the milestones are important.
The journey to the Ruko Community Wildlife Conservancy in Baringo County is a meticulous endeavor led by the dedicated Kenya Wildlife Service Capture Unit. Comprising skilled drivers, rangers, and wildlife veterinary doctors, the team expertly navigates low-hanging power lines and road underpasses to ensure the safety of the majestic giraffes. Every step of the way, they prioritize the well-being and security of these graceful creatures.
KWS is the organization designated to oversee the well-being of all the wild animals in Kenya by the government. So even when we are doing the breeding and relocation of animals, we have to work with the KWS. So even when you have animals in a private conservancy or a game reserve or a community conservancy, the owner of the animals is actually the government, and the agency that looks after them is KWS.
Now, through vibrant towns like Nakuru and Marigat, this journey to Baringo offered captivating stopovers that allowed the public to connect with wildlife and engage with the dedicated translocation team. These moments play a crucial role in promoting wildlife conservation in Kenya and showcasing the importance of translocation in effective wildlife management at all levels, fostering a deeper appreciation of our natural heritage.
Kenya is a very important tourism destination in East Africa, and our most popular tourism product is wildlife. And so the support of conservation of wildlife allows for there to be a viable product. Apart from providing individuals to improve population numbers, also creates opportunities for creating awareness. Today, communities in the wild have embraced having wildlife in their spaces because then they draw benefits from the wildlife.
A team from AFU Kenya, Kenya Wildlife Services, Baringo County Conservancies Association, Northern Rangeland Trust, and Save the Giraffe Now received a warm welcome at the Ruko Community Wildlife Conservancy in Baringo County after a long journey. The Conservancy warden and community members celebrated the arrival of the two magnificent giraffes, marking the start of a new life for these majestic creatures and filling everyone with hope for the future.
I'm glad that at least today we are celebrating a very huge milestone of additional giraffe being brought to Ruko Conservancy. So it's a plus to us as a people, it's a plus to us as an organization, because this is the work that we've been supporting as an organization.
Tumejitahidi kama jamii, tumejitahidi kama upande wa Ranger Force kwamba tumeweza kuchunga yale ambayo watu wameweka kwamba wanadhania kwamba itaisha. Hiyo ndio tunajivunia sisi zaidi kama wafanyakazi wa Ruko.
The translocation of Joknain and Tururu to Ruko Community Wildlife Conservancy marks AFU Kenya's 31st successful relocation of the majestic Rothschild giraffes. These beautiful giraffes now inhabit several stunning conservancies and game reserves, including Lake Nakuru National Park and Soisambu Conservancy. This vital initiative not only conserves the environment, but also aims to protect the Rothschild giraffes, now numbering about 1,200 in Kenya, from the silent extinction.
Taking them back is our pride, and we believe, and with the partnership of the different stakeholders in giraffe conservation, these giraffes will be able to have a safe, place where they can live, get enough food, water, and probably survive into the future and increase the numbers of Rothschild giraffes within the country, Kenya.
AFU Kenya says it is committed to ensuring these magnificent and charismatic animals thrive in their natural habitat for generations to come as part of its vision, a world living in harmony with nature. Wow, I believe you found that spectacular, and there is so much to learn from the Giraffe Center. And before I let you go, let me share some feel-good news. Yes, I've won yet another award. This particular time in tourism. Recently, there was an award ceremony where I was recognized as one of the personalities that have promoted tourism, not only in Kenya, but also across the borders. And I bagged this one. Lifetime Achievement Award, one of the top awards. Wow. And I dedicate this to my followers across the world, in Kenya and beyond the borders. And as I wind up, here are some more images from the ceremony.
Let's appreciate Alex Chamwada. Music. I don't see the puppet. I want you to dance away. Hey, my niece, thank you, DJ. Let's appreciate Alex one more time. Let's appreciate Alex. Thank you so much. And before you leave, we are going to request you to give your acceptance speech, because this is a Lifetime Achievement Award. You have dedicated your life and your expertise to the tourism sector, and you have made excellent change.
I'm humbled and this is quite uplifting. This I would like to dedicate to these people. First, my family. Second, my team at Chams Media and Chams Adventures. Third, my followers across the world. Fourth, our partners who have made our work at Chams Media and Chams Adventures go to the level you've seen here. And the show that you love, Daring Abroad, has featured well over 1,200 Kenyans living abroad. And the Chamada report has focused so much on development issues back home in the tourism sector, agriculture, climate change, and so on. So are you happy? Yes. Again, are you happy? Yes. Mmefurahi? Ndio. Mmefurahi? Ndio. Msangarire? Msangarire?